biggest problem with your furnace today is most guys in the heating and air industry, and I say most lightly, but I do believe it's more than 50% of the technicians out there laying hands on furnaces are not doing what we're going to talk about in this video. And the reason you should care as the homeowner is a number of reasons. We're talking safety reasons. We're also talking about longevity reasons. What's the life expectancy of that furnace if they are not doing this? And what I'm talking about is something called a combustion analysis. Unless you have a technician doing a combustion analysis of your furnace annually, that technician is doing you a disservice. And we're going to go through a couple of the things that a combustion analysis does and remedies and make sure that things are where they're supposed to be. But first of all, what is a combustion analysis? I Googled it. There's a lot of big definitions of what it is, but ultimately it's a test or a measurement that your technician can do on your furnace to make sure a number of things are happening the way they should be happening, the way they were designed to happen, if you will. And the biggest reason I think this is important is there are numbers of factors that can affect that furnace. You don't just install it like a dishwasher and it just washes the dishes. Depending on where you are in the country, where you install things, how close you are to other homes, there are so many different factors that can affect this combustion analysis. And they're measuring things to make sure that, again, they're safe, but they're also going to work properly and not hurt the furnace. Now, how do you know if you're getting a combustion analysis done to your furnace the way you're supposed to be? Should you just take the technician's word for it? Well, first of all, most technicians, if they're performing these combustion analyses, should be telling you, they should be able to produce some sort of report, and they should be able to show you. If they have a tool out that kind of almost looks like a pressure washer gun that they're inserting into different parts of the furnace, such as the flue pipe coming off of the furnace, then that's the tool they should be using. And they're going to be calculating a number of things such as the flue temperature, the draft pressure, the gases such as the oxygen and carbon monoxide. And they should be, again, inserting that gun-looking tool into the pipe itself. Don't be alarmed if you actually see them drill a hole in there to make that happen. And when they take all of these measurements, they're looking for a couple things. The first thing they're looking for is that furnace getting the right amount of air to it. So the right amount of oxygen and all these different things that can affect the operation of that system. If it's not getting the proper amount of oxygen, you can have problems with the acidic levels of the gases themselves. It can actually ruin the furnace prematurely. It won't last as long. They may even have to move the location of where the flue pipe goes out of your home. So if it's pulling in gas from, say, a neighbor's system or the system itself. So if the system that this is all going to, if it's got a flue pipe that's too close to the intake, then that can cause issues. The other thing that all this affects is the carbon monoxide that could be being let loose in your home. So when they are monitoring things like the oxygen levels and other things, they are looking for, are things changing when the furnace starts blowing air? They're looking for possible heat exchanger being damaged or cracked. And then finally, they're looking to make sure that this system is running the way it's supposed to, that it's running efficiently, and that you should get plenty of life out of the system. Some of these measurements will tell them, hey, something's off here, and ultimately just making sure everything is okay. You want to be having this combustion analysis, again, done once a year to make sure everything's on the up and up, making sure that things are safe, but also proper for the longevity of that system. And the other thing is, the reason you want to have it done once a year is things change. Maybe the neighbor just replaced their system and they did it in a manner where it's now going to affect your system. Maybe a bush has grown up from it used to being a tiny shrub and it didn't affect anything, but now it's affecting the airflow into that intake. There are a number of things that can change over the years, and that's why you want to make sure that this is being done periodically, making sure that that furnace is still operating tip-top shape and all the measurements are dead on. So I hope this helps. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you like this video, I think you'll like this one even more. It's where I talk about the top 6 reasons why your furnace may not be working. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.